Hey everyone, welcome back to another Exiled RC video. Continuing with the B44 kit stuff now. I'm gonna start working on the build. But before I do, I'm not jumping ahead on anything with the build. I'm gonna follow it as it is. And I suggest that you do that when you do builds, as a new person doing it anyway. But what I want to do with this is what I've read online, and I really like the idea of doing it. I have seen carbon fiber before, and people do this sort of thing with it. Never on such a large scale kind of thing. Only with the ends of carbon fiber push rods or whatever on airplanes. But that is to seal the outer edge of the carbon fiber. What that means is that if I just open it up on the chassis here, it's all the carbon fiber in here, I think, for the kit. I'll just grab the main chassis plate out, the bottom plate, the bottom deck. What it means is, if you see the, I don't know if I'm going to do it, but yeah, I've been told to, with it, if I can get this zoomed in for you, the edge here, I've been told and read online to sand it down the corners to remove the sharpness with 400 grit wet and dry sandpaper. I'm just not too sure if I need to do that. But as you can see, it's carbon fiber, which means there's layers of carbon fiber through each bit. But the other part I will do is grab a Sharpie pen, paint basically the entire outer edge with the Sharpie. That makes it sort of black. And then once I've done that on all the carbon fiber bits, even the insides if I can, I don't know about there, what I'll do is then grab Ciano. I've just got some Zap thin Ciano, and I'm going to hang this up like this. If I can show you this, I'll put that pretty much zoomed out. I'm going to hang it up kind of like that on one of these here, and you just grab the, you cannot touch the edges because this will really make it look ugly, but you run the Ciano, a droplet of Ciano onto there, and let it run down the edges. You need to use very, very little amount. You just let it run down, and basically let the Ciano go over, and it's supposed to seal the edges. I'm gonna actually research that a bit more before I do. This is just an option. A lot of people say seal it. I'm not 100% sure on it now. Yeah, I might very well do it. So anyway, that's one of the first things I'm going to do before I jump into building the actual kit. Alright, that's just an idea for that anyway. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, I just come back from sanding the edges down on all the carbon fiber bits to the B44. Sorry, I got a window open so I can hear the birds. Hope you can hear me still. Yeah, I've gone over it with 400 grit paper, sandpaper, wet and dry sandpaper, just to sort of get rid of the sharpness off the edges. I was going to, then I wasn't going to. I decided to do it lightly. It has removed a bit of the sharpness and the roughness off it, so that's made that better. So what I'm going to do now is zoom is in. I'm going to show you what I've read about so far with doing the edging on the sealing part of all the edges of the carbon fiber. So basically what you do is you grab your carbon fiber, you grab a Sharpie like this, and you just paint the thing. That's pretty much it. You go along and you paint that all the way along the edges, all the way through. Not too difficult this. I'm going to do all the edges, not going to do the insides, or I might do the insides, I don't know. On the bigger insides I might do. Basically, you go along and do that, especially the big frames, your up and top of decks and your shock towers. Good idea to do them on. The only real reason why you do that is it shines it up, makes it look pretty. The actual sealing comes from this. What you do then, once you've done all that, your Nico or Sharpie blackening, you grab the very fine tip of this and you just drop droplets down and you let it run down on the side and let it dry. Do not touch it with your fingers because that will basically stuff it. Can't use too much either because you don't want it running all over the place. So yeah, it's a scary thing to try. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but give it a go. I will stop this here, give it a go, see what it looks like, and come back and show you and hope to God it works. But at least it'll seal no matter what. Alright, so done all the Sharpie stuff. I had to grab a bigger Sharpie because the one I had run out and it was just too small. But okay, one question it might be is why seal it. From what I've read and from what I reckon might be a good idea for it is carbon fiber chips, especially on the crashes, so you might want to do this if you're worried about it breaking and chipping. Carbon fiber isn't perfect. So yeah, I'm just going to show you this little tiny piece here. I actually don't know quite what it is, what to do and how to do it. I've nickered it, put the black around it. Now it's time to seal it. I'll just put it on here. I've got a couple already done and drying. All the other big bits are outside, ready to go. What I do here is just run this very gently. I've had a few runs and it's kind of hard, so very gently let that run out, let it run along, or let it drop. Alright, what I'm going to do is grab another small, if I can get one small enough, which I don't know if I can. Just hang on 1 second. Just going to grab another small screwdriver. What I want to do is just let that keep running. That didn't run all the way. Okay, I'll take that one off and go this way instead. The reason why I'm not trying not to use my hands too much is get these spots. Ah, crap, there we go. Lots everywhere. Well, I'm just going to put that up to dry. That's that done. The reason I have this white paper down is it's wax paper. Standard wax paper that you buy for baking, stuff like that. How the hell am I going to get this off without putting it all over me now? Ah, there we go. Anyway, the idea of it is, I learnt it from when I was doing aeroplanes, so that the glue wouldn't get onto the board or whatever the plans that were under when you were building the plane. So as you can see, no glue, and all the parts are now ready to go. They're all drying. Once they're done, I'll have a look at them, see if there's any cleanup need doing. And yeah, we can get on to the actual build. A lot of fun. Alright, well, this is the first part of the B44.1 build done. Okay, these are the finished parts. As you can see, if you can see, they are very shiny. Hang on, I'm trying to focus in on this for you. The outer edges are now not so dull, but there are some issues. Like if you can see there is some CA that come off certain spots. A bit hard to get it right. you dribble it down with the ECA and it seems to go. I've got a little bit in the screw there and a bit run down there. I'm just gonna sort of scrape it a bit out and hope it doesn't affect it too much. But it does look a lot better. So there's the finished job.